Georgia. What an amazing place. It's one of our favorite destinations, so much a favorite that we had to return. The history we've made here is unforgettable and has truly shaped the way we perceive travel and exploration. And so with the celebration of our second anniversary, we brought out the maps and laid the groundwork for another vacation to the mountains. Travel often begins with a spark, an idea that grows like a flame and won't burn out. The urge to see new places has a pull that beats steady with our own pulse and beckons us to step out of our comfort zones. With every trip we take, we gain practice and education on how to improve and build upon our experiences. But this trip isn't like any we've done before, and everything we thought we knew about travel would be tested. This time we have a fur baby aboard, and we'll be planning our route with care, making sure every detail along the way is puppy approved. Molly's enthusiasm is contagious, and we can't wait to share all the joy and wonder of this road trip with you. So thank you for being here as we witness the beauty of the mountains through the eyes of our furry companion and create lasting memories together.
Hey Molly, are you ready to go bye-bye?
Are you ready to go bye-bye? Yes, you are.
On the road, I've been away for far too long. But now I'm on my way back home. I hear the west winds calling out my name. They're telling me to head your way, down your road and past your gate. Keep your eyes on the horizon. I was looking to belong.
In preparation for this trip, we made sure that our Jeep Sandy was equipped and at the top of her performance for carrying us over 1,000 miles across open roads and mountainous terrain. Now with a puppy in tow, we find ourselves in need of more cargo room. We were able to problem solve this by easily removing the row of seats and gaining ample space for everything we needed to bring along. Recently serviced and maintained, Sandy would be ready to make another debut, adding miles and memories to her repertoire. As is the custom of our adventure travels, we would be outfitting Sandy in her Jurassic Park configuration, using our handmade collection of removable magnets. We find this to be a fun addition to our adventures and brings us joy, as well as evoking surprise to those not expecting to see a Jurassic Park Jeep. After a double take, many share a smile, and we can tell that fans of the movie approve of our tribute to a beloved classic. It's easy to get lost in the details of planning and even worrying, but the purpose of vacation is to clear the mind and not be such a slave to the clock. We were really surprised that this place was called Molly's and that they cater to dogs with a dog park and potty area. It was nice for all of us to get out and stretch our legs before continuing on towards our destination. Pretty hungry, so we're gonna go on into the Chick-fil-A and see about getting some lunch. What do you think, Molly? Are you ready to go in and see about getting some lunch from Chick-fil-A and taking a little rest? Much like many of the trips we've taken before, we like to make the most of our drive up and stop over at state parks along the way. The first state park we were able to check off our list was called Mistletoe, and we were greeted with cloud cover and a chance of rain on the way, but decided to have a look around and of course pop into their trading post to purchase a badge. I mean, do we even visit the state park if a badge wasn't collected? Some state park trails are quite rugged and not well defined or kept up, and I didn't want Molly walking here in case she got into some brambles, so David carried her along while I filmed. We then found that this park had another trail, a really nice recycled rubber path, which was easy to walk on and allowed us to let Molly down so she could get some exercise too. The second state park that we had the opportunity of visiting was Elijah Clark. Elijah Clark State Park is named for a frontiersman and Georgia war hero who led pioneers during the Revolutionary War.
Kind of neat.
We walked around the log cabin replica of the Clark home, though we couldn't go inside. Considered a gem of Georgia's freshwater coast, this park is located on the western shore of Clark's Hill Lake, one of the largest lakes in the southeast. There were a lot of people boating here, but since it was starting to rain, we got on our way, not staying too long, but with our souvenir patch collected.
You guys ready to get going again?
Hello everyone! We have less than an hour before we arrive to our cabin. We're in Clayton, Georgia now, and David just ran into a grocery store called Ingles to grab a little bit of supplies so that we can make dinner at the cabin this evening. We're looking forward to just getting there, getting unpacked, getting our bearings, letting Molly run around and play and eat, and just kind of relaxing for the rest of this night. And then tomorrow we can start out on a new adventure. So thank you guys again for coming along on this trip with us. And wherever you are, I hope that you're having a wonderful night or day. So I'll touch back base again with you in just a bit. Our cabin was located within a little community called Swiss Village, and as we got closer to our destination, we took in the charms of the countryside and made our way up the mountain. Winding, tree-lined roads reminded us that we had made it to the mountains and that our adventure was truly beginning. We were tired and ready to be out of the Jeep, so we set about unloading our gear and getting settled into what would be our new home for the next few days. Hello friends, we just arrived to the cabin and it is so cozy. I want this cabin. It is so cute. I love the way that Allison decorated everything, the decor, and just the overall ambience is just really welcoming. Definitely know that Molly is excited to be running around and stretching her legs. Rode through a little bit of rain on the way, but not much. We're hoping it'll clear up by tomorrow and just be beautiful blue skies the rest of our trip. I'm optimistic that it will be. Now that we're here at the cabin, we probably won't be going back out again this evening. We're just going to cook a meal right here and just get comfortable and relax, because I know David's probably a little bit tired from all that driving and is ready just to, you know, stretch and rest his plank. What do you
That's true.
What do you need to rest?
Aching ass.
Anyway, we need to sign out. We're gonna get as much rest and recovery as we can this evening so that tomorrow we can start anew and go on some great adventures and explore new places. Thank you guys so much for watching and have a great day. See you tomorrow. I knew I wanted to use this quaint cabin kitchen at least once since it was so delightful, but I guess I didn't realize I'd be doing so upon arriving. We were so tired and ready to relax to a home-cooked meal, which I decided to make one of our favorites, spaghetti with meat marinara and garlic bread. As the rain fell gently outside, the cabin took on an aura of coziness and welcomed us like a warm hug. Eating a meal together is one of those practices that nourishes the soul, and it helped us feel at home as we prioritized rest and recovery for the evening.
Hey, puppy.
It was miles of open country roads winding through the mountains as we began day 2 of our adventure. We pointed the Jeep in the direction of Toccoa, Georgia, with a goal to explore and take in the beauty of nature and the exquisite landscapes it held. Good morning.
Morning.
It's day 2 of our adventure, and it's a beautiful day. We decided to drive over to the downtown of Toccoa, Georgia. And yeah, we're just going to make the most of this wonderful weather and see what adventures we can get up to. And we'll check back in with you guys in a little bit.
That's right. Later.
Sometimes you just see a downtown square to be so clean and well presented, and this one was no exception. The weather made for a perfect day, spending time outside, and we knew without a doubt that our vacation was off to a great start. We were happy to make Toccoa our first stop and just leisurely walk around and look at the historic squares and see for ourselves a city that's considered the heart of Northeast Georgia.
Hey, Molly, what you doing over there?
Trouble is your middle name.
Stay behind the yellow line.
Only about 5 minutes drive north, we found ourselves entering Toccoa Falls College, where we hoped to see Toccoa Falls, a 186-foot free-falling waterfall located on the campus. One of the tallest free-falling waterfalls east of the Mississippi River, Toccoa Falls is a natural wonder that's been on our list of places to see in North Georgia. It was amazing to behold this majestic and inspiring waterfall, and we were so happy that we had the opportunity to bring our puppy there, and she rode along comfortably and safely inside her sling carrier. In 1977, the Kelly Barnes Dam outside of the city of Toccoa collapsed, causing devastation in its wake, including 39 deaths and $2.8 million in damages. A memorial here at the falls commemorates those who lost their lives and tells the story of how the college campus was impacted by the dam failure. Our next destination will live on in our hearts as an unforgettable one after the back roads led us to Westminster, South Carolina, to a place David found called Chow Ram Park. Known as a best-kept secret, this park boasts of rivers, creeks, waterfalls, trails, and campsites that draw outdoorsy nature lovers yearly. The trails, while easy for us, were too rigorous for our little Molly, but again she was able to ride comfortably and safely, this time inside her canine sport sack, which David wore on his back like a true champ. We were overjoyed that Molly was able to experience places like this with us, and it made for an exciting adventure as we weren't sure where each path would lead or what would be waiting around the next bend in the trail. I was in heaven with all the lush greenery, foliage, and flowers to film and observe, and David was in heaven because, well, he was near the water, his favorite element.
And look, same flower. There's the last flower, look just like that flower.
Clayton, Georgia would become a familiar stomping ground for us, and it was so close to where we were staying, and so we headed there to find a late lunch. Maybe because we were so hungry, I'm not sure, but this was honestly some of the best pizza we ever had, and the rest was much needed too. On this trip, we came prepared with sticker decals of our own, which I designed in a way that represents our love of Jeep travel and adventure. This was the first place we decided to leave our decal because it was located beside Wander, North Georgia, which is an awesome outfitter store we'd visited once before. Equipped with nature guides, cute clothing, gifts, and so much more, this Outfitters trading post is colorful and beautifully arrayed with fun things you didn't know you needed. There was also a basement bookstore filled with charming finds. I ended up getting a pair of Gooder sunglasses here, as well as a leather souvenir keychain, and then we set about on our way to visit a local coffee shop for an afternoon pick-me-up. Leaving Molly outside with her dad, I went inside to order and found that this place also had a room designated to selling farm-fresh foods and local goods. Clayton is such a lovely place to visit, and this wouldn't be our last time here, but we were so glad to just sit outside and wind down by recapping the day's events and making plans for further adventures. This one's mine. Good morning, everyone. Day 3 of our adventure. The weather has taken a little bit of a turn. It's gotten quite cool and it's very overcast.
Yeah.
A cold front has actually blown through, but we're out in it nonetheless, hoping that we can find some exciting things to do for our day ahead. We've driven on over to Franklin, North Carolina. First stop was the Crabtree General Store to get some coffee. I got a blueberry white mocha latte, which was delicious. And we've walked around the town square, up and down little shops here in the downtown, and it's really cute, but things don't open quite yet. We're just gonna try to do a few things indoors today, maybe hit up some thrift stores, some little shops, antique malls. And maybe later on, as the weather clears up and if it warms up, we can do a little bit more outdoor exploring. So we'll just have to see.
Some trails.
Thank you for being with us again, and we'll check back with you guys later.
Yeah.
Bye. When we first arrived at Franklin, we were under the canopy of heavy cloud cover and rain. But as the morning went on and as stores began opening up, so did the sky, and we were embraced by the hug of sunshine and blue sky overhead. I think I loved Franklin from the moment I saw it, and I realized that with everything this city has created, the shops, the storefronts, the eateries, the overall layout and aesthetic, they just got it right. In my opinion, it stands out as a truly beautiful city. Coincidentally, the first booth I walked through ended up being a winner and kept me engaged there for like 10 minutes. David was starting to wonder where on earth I was. It was this vintage jewelry at an affordable price that caught my interest. I ended up buying a few cute necklaces from that booth and eventually dragged myself away to begin exploring what was the rest of the antique mall and see what it had in store. I really loved their pottery and dishes and had to refrain myself from getting all of these charming housewares. So many cute treasures, so many lovely finds. Some unlocked nostalgia and childhood memories for me. I almost bought this little peach wall pocket, but the price is a bit high for me. Some booths were a bit creepy, but mostly I gained decorating ideas and design inspiration from our visit there. Bryant's Antique Mall is 3 stories of treasures and creates the perfect atmosphere for collectors on the hunt, history lovers, people who appreciate true vintage, and for those seeking a trip down memory lane. There was a lot to take in, and we spent quite a bit of time visiting one booth after another. They fit me really well. After leaving Franklin, it was time to embark on a part of the trip we were looking forward to, taking the Mountain Waters Scenic Byway up to Highlands, North Carolina. This scenic byway features waterfalls, forests, overlooks, and stunning mountain views. We pulled off at a small water feature called Quarry Falls. It's also known as Bust Your Butt Falls. No, I'm not kidding. This small waterfall is located on the Calisaja River and is a popular swimming destination in the summertime. The scenic route is also known as the Calisaja, which means honey locust place in the Cherokee language. Even though this waterfall feature is a man-made dam, the scene offers a beautiful glimpse of Lake Sequoia and warmly welcomes you into Highlands, North Carolina, a place known for its refined luxury and pristine mountain landscapes. Our second time visiting this prestigious town, Highlands certainly makes you do a double take, as they pride themselves in combining sophistication with Southern hospitality. And you two are cute too. We couldn't believe we found a boutique called Molly Grace, and of course we had to go inside and introduce our puppy of the same name. Happy coincidences like this always makes for sweet memories to cherish, and I kind of wish I'd gotten a t-shirt to help commemorate the moment. Yeah, I think we can. You lead the way. The weather was beautiful, and so after placing an order at the local coffee shop, we decided to tour the garden grounds and let Molly stretch her legs. On our way out, we located an inviting road off the beaten path and decided to explore it to find out where it led. We kept on driving until the road ended and a trail for Glen Falls began. David got out and checked the map and even spoke with a few hikers before deciding that the trail would be more than we were up for, since it was so near the end of the day, so we decided to head back towards our cabin and start thinking about dinner. Before going for dinner, we stopped at this thrift store and I went inside to look around while David and Molly waited for me in the Jeep. There were so many neat things at this thrift store, and they even had a basement where they encouraged treasure seekers to explore and seek out a bargain. Again, for some reason I was drawn to the cute housewares and pottery, but maintained a very selective thought process about what to buy. I think I was pretty disciplined and even put this skirt back, but I did get this adorable floral boho skirt for just $2. And again, we ended up back in Clayton for dinner, where we enjoyed a delicious meal out on the patio at Raven Social. It's day 4. And David and I began to feel the reality that our vacation is drawing closer to an end, and that we still hadn't taken time to explore around our cabin and enjoy the peaceful setting of our temporary home. The sound of the trickling creek running through Barefoot Falls was a peaceful white noise, adding to the relaxation of this cabin oasis. Lush and green with a canopy of tree cover overhead, this enchanting forest felt like something out of Fern Gully, and I half expected to spot fairies dancing in the rays of sunlight. Since we were taking some time to relax and enjoy the cabin on this morning, I thought it would be nice to reevaluate our map and add notes to my travel journal. It's always nice to regroup and gain focus while traveling in an effort to not only remember important details about the trip, but also to make myself slow down and enjoy each moment in reflection. The road to Laurel Falls provided us with such a scenic and beautiful drive, but we noticed that it became more remote the further up the mountain we got. A falls located within North Carolina's Nantahala National Forest, this location seemed like the perfect destination to travel by way of our Jeep. Spilling over a rocky outcrop in the Nantahala National Forest, the headwaters of the Nantahala River cascade over Big Laurel Falls in a lush, green creek valley near the Appalachian Trail at Standing Indian Mountain. It was so beautiful, and we felt captivated by the powerful falls and the picturesque scene that I can only imagine paints a pretty picture, regardless of the season, though I couldn't help wishing it was autumn. Hello from day 4 of our travel adventures. David and I are out here just enjoying the beautiful weather in nature. We just went down and saw Laurel Falls, which was absolutely breathtaking. And now we're just enjoying our lunch here at the Jeep, seeing if Molly will eat a little something. I just packed us some PB&Js. We are just at the top of a mountain in the middle of nowhere. You can just hear the sounds of nature. There's no one else around. I mean, this really is the life. After leaving the Nantahala Forest, we got back on the road and took the highway to Murphy, North Carolina for some lunch and to find a coffee shop.
I love talking on the phone. But hey, I just can't wait to have you home. Oh, I'm alright for now, but I need you around. Hey, we both know that this is right.
Good morning. It is finally the last day of our adventure, and it's bittersweet because we have so enjoyed staying at Barefoot Falls. We have just absolutely loved this cabin and the views of the creek and the mountainscape. We're going to get on the road and check out of here, get going, go find some delicious breakfast at a well-spoken of local cafe called the Cupboard Cafe. And yeah, let's just go ahead and prepare to get on the road and head off to those new state parks and see what else we can get up to. We were so interested in going to this cafe in Dillard, Georgia, but it was closed all week until the morning of our departure, so we decided to stop there on our way out. We enjoyed a delicious breakfast, and it was definitely worth the wait, not to mention the hospitality we received made it a perfect parting gift. We stopped at Tougaloo State Park and had the chance to collect a badge and walk beside Lake Hartwell before the rain had us seeking cover, so back in the Jeep we went to continue on towards the next destination. As we were pulling up to the state park, we had no idea just what was in store for us. I guess we half expected the park to be like many we'd visited before, though this one would pleasantly surprise us with charming features that stand out and will forever hold a special place in our memories. Overall, the state park is just a pretty one and has a lovely layout, which we both agreed would make for a nice camping experience. But aside from the various nature trails, the duck pond, the visitor center, and the campsites, this park offered a water feature that brought the childlike wonder out of us. Considered a best-kept secret, this park has a beautiful stream that flows through it and makes for a picturesque setting and just invites visitors to picnic there and spend time. We spent a good portion of our visit on Sliding Rock, and even though this is one of Georgia's smallest state parks, it boasts of a lot of attractive features within a small space. Additionally, part of the state park lets you drive through the ford in Rice Creek, a fun water feature that our Jeep Sandy had to experience, of course, more than once. As we headed home, reflecting on the previous days, we were filled with a profound sense of gratitude and joy. The mountains have been kind to us, offering both adventure and tranquility in equal measure. Traveling with our puppy had added a new dimension to this experience. Every adventure was new through her eyes, and her excitement made each moment more vibrant. And the time spent in these mountains has been a wonderful reminder of the importance of slowing down and connecting with nature. Our trip had drawn to a close, but we were already thinking about future adventures. There's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, and we can't wait to see where our travels take us next. We hope you've enjoyed following along with us to the mountains. It's been a pleasure sharing this journey with you, and we can't wait to bring you along on many more. But until next time, keep exploring, stay adventurous, and give your furry friends a little extra love from us. Bye for now.